Dr. Douglas Robinson, Camel Podiatrist. So now you've got your orthotics. Now what? I want your orthotics to be just like a wonderful relationship that you put them in and you just feel comfortable. But sometimes there's some issues and it's not quite what you expected. And I'm going to work through some of the common things to make it so it's a smooth process. Think of this as a great relationship, or you're going on a date and you want everything to work well. And sometimes you have to be a little bit flexible. So depends on what type of orthotics you got, but sometimes your orthotics may feel like it's obtrusive, like there's not enough room in the shoe. So your shoes, if you take the liner out, I want to make sure that your shoes and your foot have enough room, that your toes are not at the very end of the shoe. When you put an orthotic in, it takes up some room, so it may make your current shoes a little bit snug. And the best thing to do is say, I'm going to go to one of the stores that Dr. Robinson recommended, take my orthotics with me and try on new shoes to make sure that the shoes have more room so that your piggies can wiggle freely. That's really important. Make sure you read the instruction sheets on how to go through the introduction to using the orthotics. You don't want to go and do a marathon on day one, even if you're a seasoned marathoner. So read through this. It's all the highs and lows, and also look at our preferred shoe choices that the orthotics are compatible with. If you got just a pair of orthotics that looks like this, I call this a universal style, or it may look like this. This is basically plug and play. Typically, you don't have to take the liner out. This can just go straight in, and it takes up very little room in the shoe. So that's usually plug and play easy. If you got orthotics that are, I call them performance or athletic ones, they are full length. In order for this to work, you need to be able to take the liner out of the shoe to make room for this. So keep that in mind. If when you wear the orthotic, it feels good, but your heel in the shoe is basically popping up and down, you can modify the orthotic or come to us and we'll do this for you. You take the liner out, you take your orthotic, this structure here, sometimes it's white, sometimes it's brown, is called a control post. That prevents the orthotic from rocking excessively. So to make it so that your foot isn't going to be popping up and down, you take either a Sharpie, or my favorite is lipstick, and this is rouge. You mark the leading edge of that control post, and now you're going to make it mark on top of the liner. You take this off, then you take scissors, and you're going to cut the heel off of it. This then will go into the shoe, and the orthotic will rest on top of it, but it will lower the heel so it doesn't slide or propagate forward. If it's better, but it's still causing it to go up and down, then come to us and we'll show you how to integrate the runner's loop using the last eyelet, and that will help to lock your heel down to prevent you from pistoning up and down. So that's how you go through the integration process with the orthotics. Now, what if the orthotics squeak? What do? The best way of addressing this is you get yourself a bouncer cling. It's basically a dryer sheet. It's a polyester. This goes right underneath the shell of the orthotic, and then you just basically just slide this in. And this will do two things for you. One, it'll make your shoe smell better. And two, it stops the squeaking. Those are the best ways of going about that. If you have one pair of orthotics and it's too voluminous for a shoe like this, we may have made you one just for athletic shoes. So this can fit usually in pickleball shoes, running shoes, tennis shoes, hiking shoes. But let's say that you want to wear it in a lower profile shoe. It could be Keds, it could be Converse, it could be Vans. Come back in and let us make you a shorter orthotic, one that's more universal. And typically, if you have one pair of orthotics, we give a deep discount on additional pairs of orthotics. Orthotics should be like a great marriage. It should last for a lifetime. So this is what you should be considering when you go through the introduction to orthotics. I sure hope this helps you. And if you have any questions, please notify us. Or if you're not one of our patients and you're seeing another doctor, talk to your doctor. If the orthotics don't feel comfortable, there's things many times that we can do to make it more comfortable right in the office. I'm Dr. Douglas Robinson. This is how you go through the integration process with your brand new orthotics. Please take care of yourself and each other.